you can only believe in an ends that can justify any means if you believe in a utopia, and you can only believe in the utopia if you really buy into the Promethean spirit.
So is that what explains Nazism?
So Nazism is part of that too. The Promethean spirit, that we can make ourselves into supermen, Ubermensch, right? And Nazism is fueled very much by appropriating and twisting sort of Gnostic themes that are very prevalent. Gnosticism tends to come to the fore when people are experiencing, increased meaning crisis. And don't forget, the Weimar Republic is like a meaning crisis gone crazy on all levels. Everybody's suffering domicide. Everybody's home and way of life and identity and culture and relationship to religion and sciences, all of that, right? And so Nazism comes along and offers a kind of Gnosticism, again, twisted, perverted. I'm not saying I'm not saying that all Gnostics are Nazis, but there is this Gnostic mythos, and it comes to the fore. I remember, and this stuck with me. In undergrad, I was taking political science, and the professor extended lecture on this, and it still rings true for me. He says, if you understand Nazism as just a political movement, you have misunderstood it. It is much more a religious phenomena in many ways.
Is it religious in that the loss of religion? So is it a meaning crisis, or is it out of a meaning crisis, a rediscovery of religion in a Promethean type of?
I think it's the latter. I think there's this vacuum created.
In that context, is Hitler the central religious figure?
Yes.
And also, did Nazi Germany create Hitler, or did Hitler create Nazi Germany? So in this distributed cognition where everyone's having a dialogue, what's the role of a charismatic leader? Is it an emergent phenomena, or do you need one of those to kind of guide the populace?
I hope it's not a necessary requirement. I hope that the next Buddha can be the Sangha rather than a specific individual. But I think in that situation, Hitler's charisma allowed him to take on a mythological, in the proper sense, archetypal. He became deeply symbolic, and he instituted all kinds of rituals and all kinds of mythos. There's all this mythos about the master race, and there's all these rituals. The swastika is, of course, itself a religious symbol. Right? There's all of this going on because he was tapping into the fact that when you put people into deeper and deeper meaning scarcity, they will fall back on more and more mythological ways of thinking in order to try and come up with a generative source to give them new meaning participating behavior.